Yeah, I'm bringing in my colleague, Cuba Havana Chief Michael Voss here, and we just want to tell you that a communique is being worked on which will list about 20 or 30 areas of cooperation between the 33 countries, spanning everything from education, science, and also tackling poverty, which of course has been the theme of this year's presidency by Cuba. But it's not just in front of the scenes, the communique, where all these things happen at the summit.
No, a lot of the interesting stuff goes on behind the scenes, and already the Argentine president and the Brazilian president met. The last encounter at the Mercosur summit last year in Uruguay, apparently there were some pretty heated exchanges. There is still a simmering trade dispute between Argentina and Brazil. Now, the last summit to take place in Havana was in 2006. It was of the non-aligned movement, and back then Cuba's former leader Fidel Castro was in power. This is a different country today. Things have changed. Fidel's younger brother, Raul Castro, now president, has pushed through a series of reforms, including the right to travel abroad and to buy and sell homes. And economically, it is also changing.
For the first time in more than half a century, Cuba has started to embrace market reforms. Osmani Hernandez is one of Cuba's groundbreaking entrepreneurs. He's opened Havana's first private boutique hotel. He bought the building last year after the government allowed property sales for the first time, and he has 3 full-time staff working as cleaners and cooks.
So this is a mix of old and new?
Yeah.
Hernandez left Cuba to earn a living in Brazil, but returned when the economy started to open up.
I love my country. It's the first. And I want that the people know that we can do a very good things.
Today, almost 450,000 people are working for themselves rather than the state, mainly in small businesses in the service and retail sectors. But unlike China or Vietnam, most of the economy remains firmly in state hands.
President Raul Castro faces a difficult balancing act between moving fast enough to meet people's hopes and aspirations while getting the old guard and the bureaucracy to buy into his reforms.
And there have been reverses. Thousands of small clothing shops and market stalls like these were forced to close this month after the government imposed a ban on selling imported goods.
I think that it is the story of the half-full glass or the half-empty glass. I think that the glass is really increasing, is improving, but many Cubans are complaining about the empty glass because expectations are always higher.
There are new opportunities for Cubans to open their own businesses. But for the moment, the aim is a mixed economy, with the private sector playing only a minor role.
Susan, the next big change could be in foreign investment. On Monday, Cuba will inaugurate its new deep water container port at Mariel, about 35 kilometers down the road from here. There's going to be a special development zone around it, and the Cubans are hoping to attract foreign investment, foreign companies to come in with special tax breaks.
And CCTV is invited to go along to that historic opening, and we'll bring you that story and many more all week from CELAC here in Havana. Back to you in the studio.